Welcome back to the channel, guys. We've got some new detachments to look over today. We have the Bridgehead Strike, which is the new Astra Militarum detachment. So we're going to be going over that real quick. Hopefully it's a short video. If you guys like it, hammer that like, subscribe, and bell icon. Leave a comment. Check out our other videos. Look at the first channel. Alright, here we go. So our detachment rule is only the best. Each time an Astra Militarum infantry model from your army makes a ranged attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. So it's only for your infantry, and they reroll hit rolls of 1. Okay. Fire Zone Purge. Each time a Militarum Tempestus model from your army makes a ranged attack in a turn in which it was set up on the battlefield from reserves or it would disembark from a transport, you add 1 to the wound roll. This is pretty good. Plus 1 to wound for all your Tempestus. That's all your plasma guns. That's all your melta guns. That's all your everything that they get. So yeah, plus 1 to wound when they disembark from a transport. The transport might give you reroll wounds, maybe? Might have to double check on that. The Tempester transport things? Yeah, that's what our whole detachment is here. Reroll hit rolls of 1, and if you take Tempestus guys, they get plus 1 to wound. Well, they already rerolls of 1 to hit. So, unless you're on an objective, and then they reroll all their wounds or all their hits anyway. So, yeah. We're gonna have to continue and see if we get anything better here. I haven't read through this yet, so my initial reaction here is no. Alright, so the keywords here. If a Militarum Tempestus officer model from your army is your warlord, Tempestus Scion units from your army gain the battle line keyword, and while such a unit is not battle shocked, add 1 to the objective control characteristic of those units, the battle shock, the Scion units. Okay, so yeah, it just makes all your stuff Battleline and OC too. That's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Alright, what do we got for our enhancements here? Bombast Class Vox Array for 25 points. Militarum Tempestus officer model only. Each time the bearer issues an order, if the bearer's unit contains 1 or more models equipped with a Master Vox, it can issue that order to up to 3 different regiment units instead of only 1. Huh. Okay. That's very good. You just give 3 different units the same order, so everything getting move, or first rank fire, second rank fire. It's all the same order, but you select up to 3 different units that all gain it instead of 1. That seems good, especially when you have a command rod. Yeah. Priority drop beacon for 30 points. Militarum Tempestus officer model only. The bearer's unit can be set up using the deep strike ability in the reinforcement step of your first, second, or third movement phase, regardless of any mission rules. Okay, so this means you can set up on turn 1. That can get you into some really interesting places very early on. I can see that being pretty good, especially because you're now rerolling your wounds from your detachment ability. So you're rerolling hits if the opponent's on an objective, which turn 1 they're not going to be unless it's on their home field, and you're probably not deep striking back there. But yeah, so if you're shooting an objective thing, you reroll all your hits, or you're rerolling ones and then getting plus 1 to wound, just because that's what you do when you come in from reserve. So pretty cool, can mess people up. Shroud Projector for 15 points. So a Tempestus officer only. Enemy units cannot fire Overwatch at the bear's unit. They cannot use the fire Overwatch stratagem. Again, not terrible, I guess, for this detachment, because when they come down, they are going to be deep striking. People can then Overwatch them, and with this, you can't be Overwatched. Alright, so that's going to be their Shroud Projector. The last one that we have is your Advance Augury. 15 points, infantry officer only. After both players have deployed their army, select up to 3 regiment units from your army and then redeploy them. When doing so, you can put them into strategic reserve, regardless of how many units are there. Okay, right. Let's take a look at the stratagems, because I am not impressed. Their original detachment is way better. So, alright, we got the Bellicosia drop for 1 CP. This is in the reinforcement step of your movement phase, specifically. You target 1 Astra Militarum infantry unit from your army that is in Deep Strike Reserve until the end of the turn. When it's set up on the battlefield, it can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 6 inches horizontally away from all enemy units. You cannot declare a charge. So it's just another, well, I was going to say 3-inch Deep Strike. It's another 6-inch Deep Strike strat. So, yeah. It's good. It's fine. It's harder to Deep Strike on objectives now, with this being 6 inches away. You can't be in melta range, so yeah, it's a thing you can do. It's pretty good. It gets you into places you need to be, but it doesn't have as much utility as it used to, just because you can't charge afterward. So being able to get in there really close is nice, especially with Tempestus guys. So we then have Firing Hot. This is in your shooting phase. You target a Militarum Tempestus or Karshkin unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot until the end of the phase. Improve the strength and armor penetration characteristic of Hotshot Las carbines, Hotshot Las guns, Hotshot Las pistols, Hotshot marksman rifles, Hotshot volley guns, and Sentry Hotshot volley guns equipped by models in your unit by 1. Jesus Christ. So +1 strength and +1 AP. This brings you to strength 5, AP 2, right? Pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure the las gun things are strength 4, AP 1. Are they strength 3? No, I was thinking of the Hotshot volley gun. That is strength 4. So that becomes strength 5, AP 2. And then your Hotshot guns become strength 4, AP 2. So that's pretty cool. Right, then we have Fire and Relocate. To your shooting phase, you target an Astra Militarum unit from your army. Until the end of the phase, your unit is eligible to shoot in a turn in which it advanced. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all, especially if you have move going on. You can move faster, you can then advance, you can then shoot. Fine. Okay, then we have Servo Designators. 1 CP, your shooting phase just after an Astra Militarum infantry unit from your army has shot. You target that Astra Militarum infantry unit, and then select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks that is visible to your unit until the end of the phase. That enemy unit cannot have the benefit of cover. Okay, so if you really needed to destroy something important, some like Terminator squad that's in cover, you can remove cover from it, and then all of your plasma and multi-guns are just whatever their AP is. So, alright. Next one, Aerial Extraction, 1 CP. It's at the end of your opponent's fight phase. You target one Valkyrie from your army that is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units, and one Astra Militarum unit from your army that has the Deep Strike ability and is not within engagement range of one or more enemy units. So neither the vehicle or the infantry unit can be within engagement range of any enemy units. You remove your unit from the battlefield and place it into Strategic Reserve. Okay. So, I think this hits both units. Nope, it does not. It hits one or the other, because there's an or right there. Okay. So yeah, you can return to reserves, which I think flyers can already do. The difference here is that this would happen at the end of your opponent's turn, so your flyer would have done something, and then comes back on the table. But, I'm not really feeling the heat here. I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling pretty cold. On my position is our last one for 1 CP. This is at the end of your opponent's fight phase as well. You target a regiment unit from your army that is within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Okay. Roll a d6 for each enemy unit within engagement range of your unit. On a 2+, that enemy unit suffers d6 mortal wounds. Then your unit suffers 3d3 mortal wounds. So they call down an orbital, or a strike. They call down an artillery strike on their position and take 9 mortal wounds maybe, but do d6 to everything within engagement range. That seems really worth it. That seems worth. So this is an interesting stratagem because you charge into something and you get into combat with multiple things, especially after you pile in and then consolidate. And then you use this and hopefully you're within range of multiple units, and then you could just do a whole bunch of damage on stuff. Okay, so that's what that does. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think we're all kind of feeling the same thing here. Just play regular Imperial Guard. Just play the regular detachment. Just get lethal hits with your vehicles against vehicles and monsters, and get lethal hits against infantry with your infantry. Do that, because this is poop. Okay? This is not what we wanted. In comparison, this is not what we wanted. What a piece of shit. There's some cool stuff in here, don't get me wrong. Most detachments have some cool stuff in there, you know? But yeah, it's not good. It is not good. Plus, this is like redundant. You already have reroll hits of 1 as long as the enemy unit is on an objective. So like after turn 2, if your army is made up of a bunch of Militarum Tempestus units. Wait a second. It's specifically Scions. Okay. I was like, can you make your fucking the Aquilon's battle line? No, it's only the Tempestus Scions. So, I guess just play a bunch of Scions with a bunch of commanders, and then take your Aquilons. Does it even work on Aquilons? I'm gonna check if they have the keyword. Yep, it's just the Scions themselves. The Aquilons do have the Militarum Tempestus keyword though. So that's what we got, guys. This is how I feel. I feel dead. See this skull down here? That's how this makes me feel. Because this could have been so cool, and it's just not that. It's the opposite of that. It's bad, okay? It's bad. It's bad. It's like the Dark Eldar detachment. After giving it a little bit of thought, I'm like, yeah, this sucks. So it's got cool stuff it can do, but man, is there so much bookkeeping involved there, and then it does suck. This just sucks. Like, +1 AP and strength to your stuff. Okay, cool. It's only for your las guns. I can already deep strike within 6 inches if I'm taking Aquilons. Being able to advance and shoot, that's cool, I guess, but like if I have move, I don't really need to be doing that, but you know, you can stack stuff here, so like you don't need to move in that case necessarily, so like it lets you get other orders. This is cool, taking away cover, I guess. You know, putting stuff back in reserve is always cool. This is interesting and funny, but overall, I just don't think it has a whole lot of power to it. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. It's just not very competitive. So that's what I think. That's what we got for our Bridgehead strike. It's fucking garbage. So if you guys liked the video, thunderhammer that like, subscribe, and bell icon. Check out our other videos, leave a comment, check out the other channel, and I'm gonna sign off there because no, just fucking no. Theory hard, my friends, and I'll see you back at the lab.